everyone. So today we have a lovely little flow that is built around this theme of shift. So we have a lot of shift going on in our lives, in our world, both in Barbados and globally. We are doing things a lot differently and shifting the way that we've done things in Barbados. We're shifting into this national pause or lockdown. We're shifting into changing the way that things that used to be normal have shifted, and we're also shifting our perspective. And so this practice, this flow, is designed to help us create a balance between the awareness of our body and our mind, so through our asanas or our postures, and also just to kind of calm the mind, even though all this shift that's going on and we're moving away from what is normal to something that is kind of completely different and making that our new normal, to kind of just balance out the mind of it. And this flow also offers a nice gentle decompression of the spine and the neck, as well as invites a little bit more mobility in the shoulders and the hips. So we are going to get started on our mats on the ground today in our extended child's pose. So we'll open our knees out as wide as the mat and just bring the sit bones to rest on top of the heels here. We'll walk our hands out to the top of our mat and melt the chest and the forehead down to kiss the earth. So right there in our extended child's pose, balasana. Our fingertips are reaching to the front, hips are pulling back to the back of the mat. And we'll just stay here for a couple breaths as we calm our mind. Give our thinking mind a break and come into the present moment. On our next inhale, we'll rise up to our tabletop position, and we'll take a second here to check in with our foundation. So our wrists are stacked directly under the shoulders, and our hips are stacked underneath our knees are stacked underneath the hips. We're pressing into the tops of the feet here, and we'll do a little spinal flexion, cat-cow, to warm up the spine. On an inhale, the tailbone draws up towards the ceiling, drop the belly, open up the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, round the tailbone all the way down, bringing the chin into the chest. Inhale, scoop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round down, navel draws up to meet the spine. Just one more here. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, just come back to our tabletop position. And we'll look down at our hands, and exactly where our palms are, we'll replace them with our forearms. From here, if we want to make sure we have the right foundation here, you can swing your hands in and you should be able to touch your elbows. So just be mindful of if you're opened too wide or too close. So once we have our good foundation on our forearms, we'll walk our knees back just one step, and then we'll melt the heart down towards the thighs. Hips are hinging up towards the ceiling. Bring the forehead to the mat for our puppy pose. This is a nice stretch. You should feel the opening in the shoulders and also the armpit chest. Really press the palms, send those hips back. Taking a breath here, giving ourselves time to just come to terms with the shift, the changes that may be happening around us, and leaning into our practice for support. And on our next inhale, we'll just slowly ripple forward, bringing the belly all the way down to the ground. So from here, our fingertips are in line with the tops of our shoulders, and we're pressing into the tops of the feet. Be mindful of if your elbows are winging out to the side, and we'll just draw them in, facing the back of the mat. So from here, we'll draw the elbows together, really squeeze the shoulder blades together, press into the tops of the feet, press into the tops of the thighs, and we'll inhale, rise up to our cobra, exhale, release. Let the forehead come back down to the mat, draw the shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades together and inhale to our Bhujangasana or Cobra. From here, let's just lift the palms off the ground and make sure that this lift that we have, we're not depending on the hands to push us up, but we're really lifting by activating the shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Last one, really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, release, and we'll press it back up to our tabletop. And again, walk the knees nice and wide, kind of in our extended child's pose position. And from here, we'll press into the right hand as we inhale the left fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, we'll sweep them through, bringing the left shoulder and air down to the mat. Press up into the fingertips of the right hand and really open up. A couple breaths here. Inhale, come back up to our wide-legged tabletop. We'll press into the left hand as we sweep the right fingertips up on an inhale, and exhale, we'll thread it through, dropping the right shoulder and air down. Come up onto the left fingertips and really press into that left hand. Feel it opening. Inhale, come back up to your tabletop position. And from here, we'll just bring the knees back in. Wrists are directly under shoulders, knees stacked under the hips. We'll tuck our toes under, take a nice deep breath in and really press away from the mat. And on your exhale, we'll hinge the hips up and back for our down dog. You can walk the feet out here. One more breath in our downward facing dog. And on our next inhale, we'll shift up to our tippy toes and we'll slowly just walk up the center of the mat all the way to the top. So when we're at the top, keep a nice bend in the knees here. Feet are inner hip distance apart. We'll just inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the hands all the way up and overhead. Palms come together. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. From here, we'll heel toe the feet out. And we'll bring the sit bones all the way down, coming into our yogi squat or malasana, frog pose. Inhale, lift the hips all the way back up, heel toe the feet in, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, exhale, fold. Plant the palms and we'll step just the right leg back. From here, we'll make sure that our right hand is in line with the sole of the left foot, and we'll inhale, sweep the left fingertips up towards the sky for a nice twist. Exhale, bring the left fingertips down, lower the right knee, keep the toes tucked, and we'll send the hips all the way back, peeling the left toes up towards the sky. Inhale, roll forward, plant the left foot, plant the hands, and lift up the right knee. From here, we'll step the left toes back and we'll take a vinyasa. So inhale, lower knees, chest, chin, hug those elbows in. Exhale, release. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press it up and back to our downward facing dog. On your next inhale, send your gaze up towards the top of the mat. Bend the knees and take a nice step up to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up overhead. Palms come together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, and this time we'll just step the left toes back. Left palm in line with the sole of the right foot as we sweep the right fingertips up for a nice twist. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Lower the left knee, keeping the left toes tucked under, and we'll send the hips all the way back, peeling the right toes up towards the sky for our runner's stretch here. Inhale. Roll forward on the right foot, plant the palms, pick up the left knee. Send the right toes all the way back, and we'll inhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Exhale, release to the ground. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale to our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and the inner arch of the left foot. Lift up your right hand and we can just place it here on our hip. If this is difficult, we can always take this left foot and just step it up to the center, just coming into this tripod stand. But be mindful that our hip is not on the ground, but we're lifting up this right hip up towards the ceiling, pressing into the outer arch of that right leg. Spiral the heart open. One more breath here. And then we'll release the left hand down and come back to our plank. From here, we'll lower the knees, keep the toes tucked under, and we'll walk the hands back, nice little toe stretch here. And we'll just give our wrists a little love. This pose can be very heavy on the wrist, and it's important to take care of the wrist. So we'll do our circles one way, and then the other way. We'll extend the right arm out, and the left fingertips will pull down gently on the right fingertips. Just stretching it out. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to our tabletop position. Check in with the foundations, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll tuck the toes under. Take a nice deep breath in. And on our exhale, we'll hinge it up and back to our downward facing dog. From here, we'll roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, inner arch of the right foot. Inhale that left hand and bring it to your hips or behind the head, wherever feels comfortable. And we can stack the right foot on top of the left, or we can step it up for our tripod. Make sure that we're really pressing into the outer edge of that left foot, lifting the left hip. Beautiful. Feeling the abs firing on. One more breath here. And we'll bring the right arm back down and return to our plank. From here, we'll lower onto our knees, keeping the toes tucked under, and we'll walk back, thunderbolt pose. And again, just give our wrists a little love. Doing circles one way, and then the other. We'll extend the left fingertips out, and the right will gently pull down. Beautiful. Then we'll come back to our tabletop position. Check in with the foundations, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And right where our hands are, we'll lower down to our forearms. Once more. And again, just swing the palms in and make sure you can touch the elbows. Really press into the forearms here, opening up the shoulder blades. We'll tuck our toes under. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll hinge the hips up and back for our dolphin pose. Melt the chest towards the thighs, really open up the shoulder blades here. And if this feels challenging, let's walk our feet out as wide as our mat. If you want additional challenge from here, we can walk our toes up to try and meet our elbows. Nice strong shoulders here. Just a couple more breaths, you got this. And then we'll lower the knees. We'll send the hips all the way back. And come into our child's pose. Bring the hands around to meet at the soles of the feet. Just a few more breaths here. And whenever you're ready, you can come back up. Or if you have a little extra time, you can stay here for another few minutes. Or you can come into your shavasana or corpse pose and just enjoy a couple more minutes, a couple more breaths just for yourself. So I hope this practice helps give you a little bit of shift in your perspective and offers a little bit of balance to you in all aspects of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And I can't wait to check in with you later. Bye.